I think we're live. Oh, Jesus. What's up, everybody? Everybody who's got the notification, you know, who just tuning in. Let me check the channel for a second here. Hold on. Oh yeah, we sound good. What's up? Hope y'all doing well, man. Good to see you. It has been a minute. I know you guys are going, where the hell has Big Cloud been? You know, Red Hood 420. He thinks about Red Hood 420, man. He said some stuff. It hurt my feelings. It was very hurtful. It was very, very, very hurtful. It made me want to just go, you know what? I don't want to do podcasting for a while. I don't want to do anything. I don't want to do nobody. Look at him. Look how trigger he is. But now, good to be back for a little bit before we go on vacation and everything. But I figure we come through for today's show. Talk about a few things because, you know, me and Red Hood got a lot on our chests, a lot of stuff to talk about. And it's kind of long overdue. But shout out to everybody, man. Hope you're doing well. Good to see you guys. Your boy Big Cloud has been on a little bit of a journey here. As of today, Big Cloud is 30 pounds lighter, which is fucking awesome. But anyway, I'm here with my one of my right-hand man right here. We got the dude, Red Hood 420. What's up, brother?
What's up? Finally, this man has said it. The right-hand man within RGT. It's been a long time coming. Everyone knew this, right? I feel like everyone expected it, but it was good hearing it come from you, man. But shout out to the people watching. It's going to be an interesting show.
Oh, yeah.
And nonetheless, Big Cloud's doing this just to test your guys' loyalty. Let's keep it a buck. You testing your loyalty to see who comes through without an RGT episode title. But nonetheless, this is what he was aiming for.
Oh, yeah.
And just to, like, weed out the people like Butch.
Definitely the cages. Don't get me started with the cages.
Hey, man.
Don't get me started
with that. It's going to be an interesting show nonetheless.
Like, dude.
But shout out to everybody pulling through.
Talk about the cages, bro. The cages got stalkers. The cages got animals in them. You know what I mean? They got some that stare daggers through you through the camera. Look through your soul.
This man really tried to go at somebody by just sidestepping and not acknowledging the elephant in the room.
Hey, I got to do it. It's been a while. Gage knows I love her. What up, BK? What's up, brother? Good to see everybody in the chat. Dark Link, what's up? Briar, Rios, Butch, everybody. Scared of, you know. Cassie says wild stuff like that. Big Cloud's afraid of Cassie. Cass is so damn short. Like, she'll swing at me. I literally just put my hand on her forehead and just hold her at bay, kind of like Shaq arm, because I have long arms. She'll be sitting there trying to swing. I'm like, yeah, I'm so scared. Anyway, man, let's get into this, man. So we missed. We saw the internet melt over a few things. There's been some reports going around about a new particular showcase, for PlayStation. But before we get into all that stuff, and even the stuff that's going on right now, you know, FTC and all that stuff, because I know we are tired of hearing about it, but there is some stuff that came out in regards to it that was pretty interesting. I am going to go back, though, a little bit. So as you remember, the PlayStation showcase, you know, I gave my thoughts on it. You gave your thoughts on it. Me and you were big Spider-Man fans. We thought the Spider-Man showcase was great. But you know what's crazy about it? What did we see on the internet, Red Hood? We had dudes say, especially in the PlayStation camp, say the game doesn't look too good. Remember that? Mm-hmm. It looks downgraded. It looks watered down. Oh, it looks more of the same from 2018, Red Hood. I said they were going to do a full overhaul of the stuff that actually worked and actually made sense. But they were saying all this stuff. You know, the gliding wasn't that good.
Yeah. The thing is, though, like, if people want that, the game would have been in development a lot longer.
Exactly.
Right? So they're going to go, like, making a denser world, right?
Yep.
And that's and making traversal faster. That's really the case of it. Whether or not they'll do like make better boss fights remains to be seen. But like I said, I'm hyped for it, dude. You're hyped for it. A lot of people are hyped for it.
Oh yeah.
All I gotta say in terms of criticism is that PlayStation Direct website is trash. Honestly, that thing is a travesty. It's like, dude, you want people going to your storefront to like get a collector's edition that is just through you in the United States, and it just like breaks down, and you're going through it, and then you'll get charged twice. It's ridiculous.
Wait, that was actually
honestly that website is garbage.
You got charged twice?
Yeah. Technically, I got charged twice, but then it'll get refunded. But I don't know if there's gonna be 2 collector's editions popping up into my my in front of my door on launch day. It'll be like, hey, here's 2 collector's editions right here.
Send the other one my way if it does. I'll take it. I'll take it. Whoa, that's mine. Whoa. But
listen, that might go to eBay or something, man.
Oh man, he gonna eBay.
I don't even think it got sold. Did it sell out? I don't think it did. I think you can still buy it right now. They overproduce the collector's editions. You notice that like all these companies like overproduce their collector's editions to the
first
point
time
where it's like
this is the first time for Spider-Man, because you remember the first one, it sold out in minutes and they didn't have any more. Like it was gone. Period.
I know they're not in value though, because I have one unopened, and in eBay you could check and they're about the same price point.
Yeah, that's
so
crazy.
They're not going for like a lot of money at all. So I'm just like, dude, this thing's collecting dust at this point.
The console also sold. Well, it outsold as well. Remember, it was gone as well in record time for the PS4. I'm surprised they don't have like some custom shells for PS5. But again, I guess they probably just like
missed opportunity.
Yeah, definitely missed opportunity. But again, maybe it's because they don't want to get into the trend of doing that all the way, even though they kind of already did with Final Fantasy. That custom shells you can get from Final Fantasy. But
that's only in Japan.
I know. But I think they're just cutting the line there, because you already know we're about to get into these slim/pro models, which we'll talk about as well. But what's up, Nola? What's up, Dragoon? What's up? But yeah, no, I do think that is definitely probably why we didn't get it. But back to what I'm about to say here. So obviously the comments in regards to Spider-Man, you already know these dudes ain't Spider-Man fans. These dudes ain't Spider-Man fans. They're console war fans. So I want you guys to understand what I'm about to say here and what we're about to do with this. So as you guys already know, my excitement was through the roof. I even put Insomniac in a different tier above Naughty Dog. Why? Because Insomniac Games has delivered more and has kept PlayStation literally in the light for a while. Longer than Naughty Dog. Naughty Dog only dropped literally 2 games. And that is The Last of Us and The Last of Us 2. And the rest have been remakes of the first game. Or remasters of the first game. That's literally what Naughty Dog has done. Nothing. What's up, Neff? They done nothing. So when I did this, I'm thinking, people would agree in unison, right? Like, oh yeah, it's just a problem, right? It's definitely a problem. No. Dude's like, oh, Naughty Dog's overrated, or Insomniac's not that great. The game doesn't look that good. And then in comes the Xbox showcase. Red Hood, me and you watched this in a Discord server. We watched this literally, shot for shot. You actually streamed it. We were watching this. Well, you streamed it, but we watched this. And I ain't gonna lie, a lot of people, it was funny because Jack Moose said it perfectly. He said, yo, if this was the PlayStation showcase, dudes would be defending this up the wazoo. I'm gonna be honest with you guys though. I don't know if it's some people that just can't give like credit where it's due, or if it's just the fact that it's just their egos are so into these boxes. But dude, listen. The Xbox showcase wasn't a bad showcase. It was actually a pretty good, solid showcase. They showed you gameplay of actual games from their first-party studios. Sony had a full showcase called PlayStation Showcase and only showed gameplay for one game, and that is Spider-Man 2. The other stuff you've already seen. You already seen Final Fantasy. We're not counting Final Fantasy. That's the same gameplay, ironically, that they moved over to PS5's PlayStation Showcase. I don't know what is going on with that. But that whole showcase did nothing for me for the PlayStation. And then they had unnecessary hardware reveals at the PlayStation Showcase, like the Q, what's it called, the Q, right? Project Q. And then they had the earbuds. Nothing for me. Xbox had games. Now, granted, there was only one game showing there that I was like, okay, this is where I get a little concerned. Now, I I know like a lot of Xbox dudes are excited for Ninja Theory, and I'm happy they got Ninja Theory. That's cool. But I'm going to keep it a buck with you. Out of all the games I was expecting actual like gameplay, like combat for to be shown, it was Hellblade 2. We didn't see none of that at the Xbox showcase. We saw kind of like that cinematic, you walk and then it kind of transitions, you know what I mean? Like seamlessly into a cutscene type thing when she's looking at her reflections. We didn't really see a full gameplay combat type of thing. I agree with the criticism 100% for that. I'm like, dude, it's been how long? We can't get a gameplay showcase for this game at all? That's really telling. But then you go to everything else. It's pretty straightforward. I mean, Fable, you got gameplay, but again, they did the same thing. They were showing, they did a good job showing how they can, you know, the transition from gameplay to cutscene. They definitely did that really, really well. With the trailer, we did see a little bit of snippets of gameplay for Fable. We did see gameplay for that Clockwork game. That game looks good. What else was it from their first party? We saw
for what are you talking for Xbox?
For Xbox, yeah, for Xbox.
Avowed. That's another one.
Yeah,
and then Starfield.
Mm-hmm. Avowed looked. I don't know. You're getting Elder Scrolls vibes from.
No,
Avowed
I would say the first trailer that they showed was definitely Elder Scrolls vibe. Now they definitely overhauled the art style to be more of an Obsidian game, which I'm totally fine with. Like I said, that's like one of my most anticipated titles from Xbox is Avowed and Clockwork at the moment. Those are the two games I'm super excited for. Fable remains to be seen. Like they showed a little bit of gameplay, right, for Fable, like a sword attack and a fireball. I think.
Yeah,
and
then it like cut.
And
that
was about it.
Yeah, and then
really.
It cuts.
So I can't really say much on Fable, but those were the two games I was like, hey, this piques my interest.
Yep.
Like I said, Starfield. Hopefully everyone enjoys that game. And yeah, honestly, I think the big standouts for me were like a lot of the Japanese games within Sega and Atlas. Like I said, like a Dragon Health, like Infinite or whatever that game is. They of course announced the Game Pass for Persona 3 Reload, Persona 5 Tactics, and then the new game from
if I remember correctly.
Yeah, way back. And then the Project Re Fantasy, which I keep forgetting the actual name for it.
Yep.
Which is the spin-off studio within Atlas, which spun off from P Studio to Zero Studio, with the game director from Persona 3 through 5 working on that game. Will be releasing just on Xbox and PlayStation and PC. No Game Pass. So those like announcements were like probably the best for me, on top of the Avowed and Clockwork.
Yeah. You know, honestly, even though this game is not for me, like I'm gonna admit that, I will say that to everybody in this chat. It's not for me. It definitely isn't, especially after looking at the frame rate. Starfield looked better this time around, but man, there is definitely some questionable stuff in regards to Starfield. So here's what I'm gonna say about Starfield. It looked good visually. They've done a better job with showing it off in the visual category. It looks good. The problem with Starfield, though, and it really is coming down to just the boxes itself, and that's hardware limitations. Now, the reason why I said hardware limitations, I mean, again, there's only so much you can do with a console. It's closed platform. It's not an open platform like PC. So a lot of people are saying like, oh, the game has too much, or people are saying like it's not going to be 60 on PC. There's a lot of weird comments in regards to Starfield. It's going to be 60 and above on PC. This is going to be a big game for PC. For console, the fact that it's 30 FPS, and looking at the scope of this game, I ain't gonna lie, it's cool. I like what they're doing. A lot of creativity, a lot of customization. I like the art style, again, looks cool. But when me and Red Hood were watching this, I don't know if you guys are paying attention, you caught on, but me and Red Hood immediately caught on to it. We noticed the frame rate drops immediately, number one. Number two, there were NPCs that were getting shot, and it kind of like they were just frozen after they got shot, and they weren't moving. They were just standing there, not even reacting to gunfire. I'm guessing they still got a level of, stuff they got to finish with that. But, the AI definitely was not reacting the way you would think they would react normally to getting shot. A lot of them were just standing there in open, not moving as much. Weapons did look better. Gunfire did look better. Again, all this stuff. Presentation looked better for the game. Personally, though, I don't know. How you feel, Reddit? Do you think it's the engine, or do you just think it's just time for these pro consoles? Because that's a topic that
you're talking like frame rate, resolutions, like from
resolution,
both Starfield, Final Fantasy, and potentially other current gen games like coming out.
Yeah, I was going straight with Starfield. I mean, but yeah, you could throw Final Fantasy in there too, because that game got confirmed for 30 as well, right, on PS5, if I remember correctly. So,
well, it's a lock 30, 60. Only performance is stable during regular battles, but goes to 720p.
Yeah.
I do think, this is me saying this, is we didn't see these current gen games like going through it, where we saw these cross gen games going like 1440p, not really 4K 60 FPS on performance mode. So it's like, I think these consoles aren't the end all be all. Like I said, this is coming from a PC gamer, so a lot of console people probably aren't gonna like what I have to say.
They're making that.
Listen, shout out to Cage, because she's listen, she got a channel. Some people might not like her takes, but when it comes down to it, she's speaking truth. When it comes down to, like, dude, if you want the best of the best, and in terms of graphic fidelity, as well in terms of like paying for like nothing for online and getting huge discounts on games, you got the PC platform. I don't know what to say. And you can customize whatever you want: lower textures, medium textures, high textures, get the frame rate what you want it to be, NVIDIA DLSS, AMD FSR, all that stuff in order to get like rock solid performance. Yes, do we not have good ports at points? Absolutely. Like that comes to optimization and all that. But I do think these consoles will continue to struggle throughout the rest of 2028 or something. Right? Until there's a pro model for PlayStation coming out next year, and then Xbox said they already have their Pro, which is the Series X, which is Digital Foundry said that's what they told them. So there's no mid-gen refresh for Xbox unless they just was like, yo, surprise, we collide, and here we go. But at the end of the day, these consoles are going to continue to struggle, and you'll have games that probably performance at 1080p.
Here's
even
the
lower.
funny thing about this, though. And, you know, this is why I said even back before PS5 dropped, when I was doing the breakdowns, you know, a lot of people were like going, oh, 1440p. I was like, yeah, 1440p at 60 locked for all games. Even Red Hood would be like, yo, that's impressive. All these games will look good with the studios they have. They look great at 1440p 60. Most PC gamers are not gaming at 4K. They're gaming at 1440p at the highest. Not everybody's in the 4K talks right now. So the reason why I said that makes sense, again, it will be easy, you know, conversion, especially when they're throwing in the PC community. Because, again, both consoles or both communities are embracing the PC, you know what I mean? They're really going into that particular mindset. It's only a matter of time for Sony goes this route where you have an even more seamless transition to PC gaming. Like, they'll have, like, not necessarily a launch. Well, I mean, a lot of people are saying a launcher. You could say a launcher. I would think, because they already got their storefront on Steam, so you might see a launcher in some case, and your trophies, stuff like that can carry over. If they do some stuff like that, I ain't gonna lie, that'd be fire. That would be cool.
I think linking an account would be similar to Xbox, but launcher I don't think is the way to go at all for PlayStation.
No.
A lot of like console owners want that to happen for whatever reason, and I'm just like, why would you do that? To have a launcher that a lot of these launchers don't do well, particularly well at all, like Ubisoft,
unless they strike a deal
and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Right. And the thing is, well, people say, well, they get 100% of the profits. Sure, but guess what happens? A lot of people won't get that app, and let's say theoretically it's a random number, right? Because this isn't like actual like hard statistics, and it's like 100 people buy this game for $60 or $70 on PC within the app, they get 100% of the profits. But if it were also on Steam, they get way more sales.
Yep.
But granted, they only get 70%.
Oh yeah.
I would rather get way more sales and take 70% of the cut than get a very small amount of people buying on a launcher. That is my thoughts on that.
I mean,
but you never know, man. They could. Xbox tried to do it. They failed miserably as well, and they're like, let's put it on Steam. It makes the most sense.
Yeah.
It's
They need some way though to carry stuff over. That's what I'm thinking. Are they gonna like enter some kind of partnership with Steam down the road? You know what I mean? Where they can have the networks kind of like merge, or you know what I mean, like link. You know what I mean, like that
well,
transition.
It'll just be an account link.
It has to be. Yeah.
That is it. It's like, you know, put in your email, this, that, and the third, and then maybe your trophies sync into that account that is associated with the login that you've put for that game.
I agree. Yeah.
So
that is
fire. Something that they could end up doing, but making an own launcher just specifically for that, terrible idea.
Yeah, it's a lot
really
of
bad
things,
decision.
because you know how Sony like we can throw out a simple idea and Sony would go the opposite and do something wild. That's why I think a launcher probably would be down the road for them if they were to continue. But again, we don't want it. But again, I'm saying like a business sense, they might go, yeah, launcher. But what was I saying? So aside from that, you know, the limitations of hardware, I guess you could say. How do I tackle this? Red Hood, you know, after the whole 30 FPS thing with Starfield. I saw something on Twitter, and actually it ended up trending on Twitter. 30 FPS, you know, because Final Fantasy was confirmed for 30, and then this was confirmed for 30 for Starfield. I remember I legit was asking this before anything started trending. But I was asking like, okay, no talks of frame rate yet, but they showed off a custom controller. They showed off, you know, the collector's edition with the watch for Starfield, whatever. I'm like, okay, it looks cool, but where's the, you know, confirmation? We finally got the confirmation, and again, everything goes trending. What did I see, people? What did I see? And you guys already know what I'm about to do with this, man. Dudes are sitting there going, oh, man, that showcase was horrible. You know, they were like, yo, it was the most horrible thing. Probably Jack Move had the best take of the whole time. He was like, bro, if this is PlayStation, dude, like, if this was PlayStation Showcase, this wouldn't be the same thing. And you know how I know these same dudes who were saying they wouldn't be doing that? Go back to the PlayStation Showcase. What did they say? Oh, the showcase wasn't bad. I mean, it was okay for a PlayStation. It was bad for a PlayStation Showcase, but it wasn't bad for a gaming showcase. You know, remember that damage control? Everybody was saying that. All the hardcore, you know, quote unquote fans who were actually the fanboys. These dudes were saying this. Now, what's even more funny about this too, though, and this is where I might have a little fun with it. Dudes, remember what we just said about Insomniac Games and Spider-Man 2. All of a sudden now, Spider-Man 2 is the best looking game ever because of Starfield. Starfield 2 supposedly made all the downgrades that we saw for Spider-Man 2 that these guys claim they see, all of a sudden less apparent. And Spider-Man 2 is the game to go for. It's like, bro, you dudes make me sick sometimes. You really, really do. Now you're Spider-Man fans? Now Spider-Man doesn't have X amount of problems. Now Spider-Man doesn't have this, that, and the third. Oh, the water doesn't look too good. Oh, the swinging looks weird. Oh, it's still the recycled acid. Y'all remember this shit? Y'all dudes always move this goalpost when either you take an L or you just can't help that you're wrong. Again, Naughty Dog, listen, Naughty Dog's a great developer. I got no issue with Naughty Dog. I know a few people in Naughty Dog. I got no issues. Shout out to them. I know they're watching. But one thing I'm going to tell you, even with me knowing some people in Naughty Dog and cool with few people from Naughty Dog, I'm not going to sit here and say and act like they're on this pedestal when they haven't literally delivered anything for us. Even Red Hood would tell you, the last thing new we got from Naughty Dog was a damn TV show. That's it. The next project supposedly is Last of Us 3.
You forgot about the Universal Halloween.
Oh yeah, we can't forget about that. We can't forget about that. They're over here doing this. Insomniac's dropping games for the box. What is it? What is Naughty Dog doing again? And what's funny about that? Remember the damage control? Oh, we're gonna get factions this year, Big Cloud. So you know we don't need factions for the remake, even though you're paying more for it, right? We don't need factions for this because they're gonna give you factions this year. Let me go ahead and correct you, the uninformed idiot who goes to Twitter and then it comes back to me and I have to check you even more on this. Neil Druckmann did not say that we were going to get factions this year. He said we're going to hear more about factions this year. That's all he said. He didn't say factions was releasing this year at all. You were going to hear more about it this year. This game was farther.
You technically heard about it. Not the way that
not the way you were expecting.
Well, not the way they even intended themselves. They were like, Oh shoot!
They got blue balled
Jason
immediately
Schreier,
by
yeah,
Destiny.
with
Yeah.
Bungie, but
yeah.
also Jason Schreier's line of questioning and creating that article and all that. They also expected that to not happen at all. I don't think they were even going to address it until, Jason asked them, "Hey, care for comments?" And Naughty Dog's like, that was the worst decision I think I've heard them. They're like, "Yeah, let's not say a word, just put out a PR statement." And I was like, "Dude, you could have just said we declined to comment." They were like, "Yeah, this is going to work." And it's like, what you expect? Jason wasn't gonna put out the article and say, "Yo, this was their response." It was like insane. I was like, "Bro, just stop."
A lot of people are bringing that up too about the whole 30. We might need a pro and this. I mean, most of the time, first of all, we don't need it at all. That's the funny thing. All they have to do is go to 1440p and 60. You have that. The problem is, everybody's so quick to go to Twitter, to go, to YouTube and make these comments or videos or just tweets and say the game doesn't look too good. And guess what? They focus on the visuals. You have everything. And even with a pro model, hate to break it to you, Muck, even with a pro model, you're probably still going to get 30 FPS games. Why? Because they're just going to push the graphics even more. Instead of you having half ray tracing, assets, like you have now, right? You're going to have even more implementation of ray tracing elements. And then they're just going to make the games look even more real and vice versa. They're not going to care about the performance or prioritize performance like that. The way we want it, they're not going to do that because everybody's too focused on the damn visuals. So it doesn't matter if the pro model does drop, which I do believe it will drop next year because what was it, Tom Henderson? Everything he said is on point.
Everything he said.
Yeah, he's on point.
Comes out.
Everything.
The Sony monitors came out. Correct.
The
right?
Q was revealed, and the earbuds were also revealed. Like he was on point with everything he said. So, and he said in that time frame, a year after the Q, we would get the Pro. So again, everything is pretty much set. And the fact that Sony didn't have any gameplay for hardly anything at the showcase, it kind of scares you. Now, people are saying that there might be another showcase. Been rumors going around. Listen, if there is a showcase and it does happen, all this does is further prove my point that competition gets you the results you want. That showcase was good, and I think a lot of people need to owe Xbox an apology if they do give a PlayStation showcase in response to this. I ain't gonna lie. If they do a PlayStation showcase and they show actual gameplay, Red Hood, for a lot of these other games, I'm gonna laugh my ass off. Because the first thing I'm gonna ask myself, and you're probably gonna agree with me in unison, where was this shit at in the last showcase? Because that was the question we were all asking after the showcase. What was the point of the showcase? All those stuff that they showed could have been tweets. Especially Spider-Man. That could have been a damn tweet or an announcement. That's it. There was nothing. So I don't know, man. I really, really don't know. But I think a lot of people have lost the plot, seriously. And it's not going to get any better. It's not at this rate. I don't see it getting any better. What's up, Lady Foxfire? What's up? So, Red Hood, you want to switch to your topic? What you want to talk about, brother? Switch to yours.
First, I was thinking, about just in general. It's like the pro thing, though. Like I said, do I think they're going to be pushing the visuals more and more? Yeah. Do I think Naughty Dog's, whatever their next game's coming out, I think it's going to be pushing the visuals like crazy. And like I said, I think you're going to get, games at 1080p 60 or maybe even lower, right? Yep. That's something I definitely see. That's why I'm just like, dude, I for me personally, I don't find consoles awesome. Like I said, I got a PS5 for time exclusivity, basically.
Pretty much.
Until they hit
the
PC.
You want that early access, and that's basically what Sony has. That's
I'm not invested in their ecosystem, nor am I invested in an Xbox ecosystem. I just don't care. The only ecosystem I'm really invested in is Steam, Valve's. I'm sorry. It is what it is. I don't find value in either ecosystem within Xbox. I don't find any value with the ecosystem with PlayStation. It is what it is. I don't find either one appeasing to me personally, but I can understand people have a large library and it makes sense to keep it there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean,
and I get it. A lot of people don't want a game on PC, right? Yeah.
No,
and that's totally
what
fine.
it is? You know what it is? Because we joke about this all the time, off air. We'd be like, damn. We even said this with Jackman. I'm like, damn, how the hell did we go from, console gamers in general having that quote-unquote security of, you know, with the games being on the box for a while, to now just being, oh yeah, well, you get it for this year, next year it's going here. You know what I mean? Like, you know, it is just the market's changed. Everything's changed. And I think a lot of people need to accept that the old, it doesn't work now, and the new, like, it doesn't work now in this time. Granted, some things work, some aspects work if you're talking about selling a box for sure, but not everything is working to the way that you would expect. Even hyping up sales numbers like a lot of people do now, but they claim they quote unquote don't care. See what I'm saying? So I don't know. It'd be wild.
Yeah, it is what it is. But like overall, like I said, I don't like. It makes sense for people to stick with consoles because of the convenient factor and all that. But like I said, for me personally, I just like better aspects for PC. Get to be on Discord like that, screen sharing, talking to people, doing convenient. All that, having 2 monitors, 3 monitors, mods, all that stuff, right?
Hey, to be fair, we can do that on PS5. But you know what's funny? On the PS5, it's not as well. I haven't tested it all the way, but PS5 you can't stream, right? You can't stream videos for your PS5 to Discord. That's the only thing. Like, you can clearly see.
I think they need to implement something like that, but I don't know how that would be a thing, right?
Well, Sony has to open their network for one. And Sony they've been in that mood where they're like, nah, we're not doing this. I don't know. It would be cool if we get that, but I don't see it.
Yeah. No. I
don't see it. No, God. FF16. Talking about how the devs are lying.
About, was it because of the frame rate? Yeah.
The frame rate.
I could talk about that. Like I said, the frame rate is not that good, right? Battle-wise, like, solid, but it's at 720p. It's not good at all.
Yeah.
Right. Whether or not they'll fix it, I don't know. Probably not. I don't think so, personally speaking. That's what I think. Whether or not it will get fixed or not, no. I know Digital Foundry made some sort of video. I didn't get to watch all of it. They said probably that they weren't testing performance, just 30 FPS in terms of bugs and stuff like that, because it's like the most bug-free. But whether or not performance could be salvaged, probably not.
Yeah.
And it sucks, and it's not good. But,
one thing is for certain, though. One thing is for certain. So remember how, like, again, the standard. You were there. The standard is 60.
Yeah.
You know, and then dudes talking about 120, especially, I think Aaron Greenberg even said it. 120 was going to be possible or feasible in the coming years or whatever, right? We're now here, and we're taking, again, this is what I'm talking about with console gaming, and this is where a lot of people need to wake up. But a lot of people don't want to wake up. They just go right back to the same shit. Every time we hype up something, like even the SSD bullshit, like how many 40-year-old grown-ass men are arguing about this SSD shit, and now it's on PC, and now they look dumb. It's like, bro, I even told you guys this in the video when I broke this shit down. I'm like, bro, yeah, it's ahead of its time, PS5 right now, but eventually it will come to PC. And these same grown-ass idiots would get angry off of videos like that and go crazy and be like, yo, no. It's impossible. Bro, it's an SSD. It's going to be available on PC eventually. We're now here. It's available on PC. Ratchet and Clank is now going to PC.
Yeah, it's
like
Ratchet and Clank's about to be. Yeah, it's a month.
It's a month away from release on PC. Like, it's like, bro, y'all need to understand.
I want to see what the hard drive's looking like though. That'll be dope to see if it could actually run on a hard drive. Because if it does run on a hard drive, I will laugh. I'll say that. I will laugh. Absolutely.
Because that's the PR,
it could run on a hard drive, but I don't know.
Yeah, no, that's the PR, man. Sony's good at the PR. Like, you know,
yeah, they say it's only could be done on a PS5, and it's like it's a marketing tool. At the end of the day, it's like all these companies do, like PR speak, and whether or not that's true, it's not. Most of the time, it's not true. Yeah. They just want you to like buy their system and play it.
Yeah, and that is facts, Capono. There are PlayStation gamers that think you need to spend $5,000 on a PC to match PS5. You don't.
No.
You can match a PS5 and then some, as less as what, $2,000 now? I think. Well,
like
yeah,
I don't know. I would have to go to PC
probably
picker
3.
or whatever.
Yeah, probably 3 to 2.5 to 3. You can match a PS5.
I don't know because if you look at the GPU, right, it's the equivalent of a 2060, right?
Yeah, sure, yeah.
2060.
I don't know. Are the prices still marked up? The prices are still marked up. Then we might have to retackle this a little bit,
Well,
though, just for the graphics cards alone.
It's definitely like Kay just saying, it's 2,000, less than 2,000, somewhere around like it's definitely probably over 1,000.
So, nah, I don't know. I'm thinking of marked prices. That's why I'm going.
But honestly, you would want like they have videos on it like to match a PS5. They got PC channels that do that go into Part Picker and like actually build an equivalent of a PS5 or Xbox Series X, and they'll tell you the exact point. I don't freaking know. I don't know exactly which GPUs are marked like in terms of what the current market values, either GPU, CPU, RAM, motherboard, NVMe, SSD, all that stuff, right? So I got no clue.
Yeah.
But it could definitely outperform a PS5.
Gosh, ain't nobody buying no used parts. I'm sorry, ain't nobody buying used parts.
There are people that do.
I don't do that.
Like, and listen. Hey man, you should not shame people for buying stuff.
No, I'm not.
Used,
I'm
dog.
not. I'm just saying. I don't do that. That's not my bag.
Let's not be shaming people for buying used parts because, dude, I know damn well in our high school days, hell, college days, people be buying used cars, dog.
We did.
Come on now. But yeah, like I said, like no shame for people that buy used parts.
I guess the term would be refurbished. I guess, right? We're going to say that refurbished.
Well, you definitely are getting refurbished parts if you're going at a what do you call it? Those PC build a PC, like marketplace or websites like
Power PC,
Power or something like that. They are definitely using refurbished and they're charging new.
Yeah,
those are facts.
High up price.
I'd rather see. I didn't know much about that, and people are like, go on iBuyPower, dude. I had jacked up parts. I had to send those parts in.
Oh, dude.
Go build it on your own, man.
They had, for me, I remember my first pre-build, that was the PC I got, and I used that to even start the channel. And, obviously we moved on and built my own, which is, powering it now. But I remember when I bought that, they had some memory I never even heard of. Like, it was crucial, but it looked so fucking, like, it looked so weird. It was like a weird, like, just style of RAM they gave us. What up, Hustle? But, I don't know, man. There are definitely drawbacks when it comes to building it, I guess you can say, because you gotta gotta make sure you do your thorough shit on it, your thorough breakdown. But again, I mean, it's simple though. At the end of the day, it's easy to put a PC together. But I wouldn't say a lot of people might be going, oh, it's not simple for me. You'd be surprised how easy it is to build a PC. You'd be surprised. It's literally all you need is a
it's not that difficult.
You don't need no Allen wrench. You don't need no what do you say? An Allen wrench, a Swiss Army knife.
Just make sure to douse your CPU with a lot of thermal paste.
Yeah,
like
you don't need no
like you're buttering up a cake, man. You gotta like cover it like it's about to like go on the motherboard.
Yeah, don't ice the don't put your thermal paste on your CPU like you're icing the cake. Don't follow the verge. Don't do that.
No, do that. Absolutely do it.
Don't do that.
Absolutely do it. I guarantee you get more cooling out of it. Absolutely. Honestly, you probably cool your motherboard on top of that too. Just douse the motherboard with thermal paste. Just like go like
douse the
and then you're good. Dude, it's like a cake. That's the whole thing, bro. Like the CPU is like a strawberry or something like that. The motherboard's the cake. So you just douse everything with thermal paste and just power that bad boy up and you're good. And just see like the thermal paste go into the case, like just like dripping like it's like an ice cream, like in the middle of the summer, dude. It's gonna look great.
Yo, Hustle, bro. I'm gonna have to tell you right now, don't buy AEW. Don't get it.
Oh man.
Don't get it. Don't get
Why?
No. The game is bad. It's very bad.
Is it bad?
It's very, very bad.
I didn't even see Erica's video on it.
Oh, dude. Erica might like it because she hasn't played a wrestling game in a long time. But for those of us that are big THQ fans and those who probably been playing still to this day, like the 2K versions of them. So let me just go ahead and hit you. Let's go ahead and hit you what they did wrong with this one. And I'm a big AEW fan. Y'all know this. I'm a big AEW fan. So y'all know how like when WWE games will go like, you know how when you do the entrances for the wrestlers, then you pick them and you know they're full entrance play. You see the animation, you go, wow, they really captured it. Guess how long the entrances are in AEW the game? I'll let you guys guess in the chat. Go ahead. Guess how long the entrances are long. I'm gonna give you an estimate right now for 2K games and WWE games. Usually their entrances last about what, like 2 minutes, maybe 2 minutes, 1-2 minutes. Guess how long AEW's is? Go ahead. Go ahead in the chat. Go ahead.
I don't
Put
know,
your
like
numbers out.
20 seconds, 15 seconds, something like that.
10 seconds.
I would say that.
10 seconds.
10?
Yeah.
Listen.
Animations, the characters in general. So the titles. Okay, let's go with the belt. The belt. You know what this kind of looks like? It felt like they took inspiration from, I think it was called, what was it? WWE Heroes or something, or Superstars, I think it was called, where it was like that crazy, you know, they look like plastic super pop figures and they're throwing them in the air and all that stuff. It looked like they took inspiration from that because the titles don't even look realistic like you would see in the 2K / the other ones. It looks very plastic. A lot of stuff in this game looks plastic. Like the titles look plastic. Character models look kind of plastic in certain shots when you're moving around. It's like, I don't know, man. I'm not feeling it all. Yeah, All Stars. That's right, All Stars. It doesn't. This isn't it personally. And the wild part is too. You know, I'm over here like going, okay, so you got the full theme songs for all the wrestlers in the game, but you don't have that for their intros. There's no personality to them at all. Like all the good stuff that you would expect from an entrance is cut from them at all too. There are some improvements though, like for the wrestling. I will give them this. I call it free flow. How they do it, like you can catch them in midair, slam them. You can do stuff like that. That's cool. Some of the finishers are handled pretty well. I do like the combinations, so they did do a good job there of, you know, giving you variety and kind of mixing it. But I do feel like it's a letdown in other areas though. Like it just doesn't really feel like this is it, you know? Like you were expecting like this big, how do I explain this? Like in terms of like how bad, I would say the worst wrestling game I've ever played, probably still to this day, is TNA Impacts, because that game was so bare bones. I would say that this is definitely ahead of that, but it's not like something that's gonna put the last 2K game that you guys got from you know, for WWE to shame. And I think that's fair. That's the best way to put it. Some of you might like it though. Some of you guys might overlook some of the stuff like the you know, the animations and everything. So I don't know. Some of you might like that. That's very deflating. I'm still gonna play that. I mean, you might like it. I mean, you liked you know, the old school ones. You know, it might bring back that old vibe for you. But
or did they go this route because they didn't have a budget?
I don't know, because that's a good question, because there are mini games in this game, like weird mini games like baseball. Like why is that in a wrestling game? Like it's I don't know. If it's like No Mercy, then y'all should be happy. I wouldn't say it's like No Mercy. No Mercy had a lot of variety. This one doesn't even have that many maps, or not maps, not many modes from what I remember. Yeah, you got the exploding barbed wire match, or barbed wire matches. You got the, you know, the I think it's is it trios tag? I think you got stuff like that, but it's just not a lot really there. I'm honest, man. Still playing No Mercy, so that's I'll be okay. Yeah, I don't know, man. You might find some joy in it. Me, I'm just a little shocked by how little there is with the game. But, you know, some of you might like it. Just want to throw it out there. I'm a little disappointed because I was expecting a little bit more. I mean, granted, THQ was the company that was giving you some wild stuff back in the day. So I'm thinking, you know, they definitely, like, I want to say they completely failed all the way because, again, they did some cool stuff that I hope 2K takes notes from with the free flow, like, wrestling, how similar, you know, how easy it is. Like, I think they should do that. But I don't know. That's just my take on the whole thing. That's why the game is $60 and not available on the server. Yeah, I believe it. I believe it. In terms of the roster, they got. Oh yeah, so you're gonna love this. You're gonna love this, Hustler. So Cody Rhodes is on the roster. He's on the roster. You gotta unlock him
game's
though.
probably been in development for a minute, so that's why they still have him on there.
But you know that part where like okay, you know like in 2K he goes whoa and the fireworks happen. Okay, literally his entrance is just him coming up from the ground like with the fire. No fireworks. It's him coming out the ground. Then he does that then it cuts. That's how they transition to the gameplay. It's literally a cut to black, like an amateur fade to black, and then it goes straight to the gameplay. Listen. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe they didn't prioritize that stuff. Maybe they were just worried about the combat. If that's the case, then cool. I would say they excelled with the combat. But in terms of immersing you, it's not really there much to immerse you. I do believe there was a GM mode in this though. But I don't think there's a seasons mode like you would have back in the day. I don't think there was one. I might have to check that out again. But I don't think there's a seasons mode where you can go and play the story and pick a wrestler and just, battle for the belt and become a legend, whatever the case may be. But there's Fight Forever. That's my thoughts on it. A little bit of a letdown, but at the same time, if it does well, they might take this feedback and give you an even better one. So I know you weren't getting it, right, Red Hood? No, you've been on more of a Street Fighter, so you've been on that thing.
No, dude, I said I was interested for a little bit, but then I was just like, I think I'm good. I don't think $60 is worth the price tag. I think they should have charged $30 for the game.
Just the budget, probably. It like Cash said, brought up, like it probably did. They probably did spend more money than needed for this, and that's why it's 60. But I mean, again,
listen, if they're charging 60, they got to spend more money.
Yeah,
way more money on it.
I mean,
I'm sorry.
It's unfortunate. Very, very, very unfortunate. I mean,
I expect the game not to sell well either. Like,
no, like that's the thing. I don't know. Like wrestling fans might flock to it, some might not. What they did was just like I keep bringing up the free flow vibe of the comic because it's really good. I haven't seen rope mechanics done this well in a wrestling game in a long time. So I think they did a good job of like how seamless you can do this. Like you can do these different moves and this crazy stuff and like we had John Moxley fighting CM Punk and Moxley caught Punk in the air like with a powerbomb. Like it was like a pop-up powerbomb like type of thing. It was cool. Like it's cool. So I don't know. I like stuff like that. I like seeing improvements like that.
Mm-hmm.
Tree Pang might too got to be the best $30 game out this year. Hey, Blaze was hyping that up too. That's what's up. What's up, Amblex? But yeah, that's my quick little thoughts on it. Let me go to Final Fantasy here. I'm gonna hit Red Hood with that. So Final Fantasy, 720p, 30 FPS. Is this game of the year? You feeling? Is this up there?
Do I think it's gonna win game of the year? No.
No. Wow. I
don't think it's gonna win game of the year. I think Zelda absolutely is gonna win game of the year.
Wow.
Do I think? What do you call it? What's the Armored Core? Do I think that's gonna win game of the year? No. Do I think Starfield is gonna beat Zelda for game of the year? No. I absolutely believe Zelda's gonna win game of the year. Do I think it'll win other awards? Yeah. But do I think it's gonna win game of the year? No. Do I think? Okay, I give you like my thoughts. From what I've been playing, I enjoy it a lot. I enjoy the combat. I enjoyed the OST. I've enjoyed the boss fights, the story so far.
Yep.
Side missions, better than 7 Remake, but not that great. Whether or not they'll improve, we'll see though. But yeah, overall, I've been enjoying it. Hell, dude, I was streaming like 9 hours, like it was nothing, and I was like, dude, it's 4. I need sleep. I need to like be on my regimen for eating and to be strict with my diet and working out. So, but I did almost a 9-hour stream and I've been like addicted to the game, like a lot. But do I see it being my personal game of the year? Potentially. Yeah. But other than that, like I said, do I think it's gonna be winning? No. So.
Okay. I'm shocked.
Like overall, yeah, no, dude, I'm like fully like immersed into it. Like I said, I feel like Final Fantasy 14 fans, just like myself, like fucking love this game, and I think a lot of this probably be the most streamed Final Fantasy game out there as well. And it'll be interesting to see the sales go in for 18 months, especially, and also PC. Hopefully the PC port's good, because then that'll also increase the sales, right? And what else I gotta say? Combat, voice acting, music, soundtrack, side missions. That's the only complaint, is the side missions. Having a will-based build is dope in the game. Yeah. Having a pure damage-based build is dope. Like I said, like the combat is so freaking addicting, just to get these combos like off, as well as to stagger enemies and do a damage multiplier and all that stuff. It's really, really good. And I'm just like, I can't.
To shame? Because I know you put 7 high up. Does it put 7 to shame? The remake of 7.
Remake? I have my problems with the remake.
Oh, okay.
I like the remake story, but the issue, I think the side missions in 7 remake were really bad. I think they were not that good in 7 remake. I think the story was good, but yet again, that's a controversy for another day, because, you know, remake, I could go into like a whole dissertation on, this is not really a remake, a sequel kind of remake, but also having Sephiroth be from Advent children, knowing the future, trying to change the past, and doing all this other stuff, creating different timelines. That's very different, and I want to see how that vision's executed for the 2 other titles.
Didn't you complain about the MCU for doing this stuff? The multiverse. He's basically opened up a multiverse of
it's not a multi.
Realities.
I mean, it's
especially different.
7's doing it differently in terms of like the live stream and all that.
Yeah.
So
I mean, everybody's
the multiverse. The issue with multiverse, if you're talking Doctor Strange and all that, they do it for nostalgia grab. I mean, and they can't really write a compelling story.
Also doing this too, though. They're doing this multiverse.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. Like, I'm gonna have to play Mortal Kombat 1, but Cage would be more of an expert on the Mortal Kombat side of things in terms of story, because I don't follow the Mortal Kombat storyline. I'm not too invested into the Mortal Kombat storyline. You know what I mean? So I can't really like say whether or not Mortal Kombat's time travel shenanigans and reshaping the like timeline to be a reboot.
Yeah.
With Liu Kang and all that, and having Raiden beyond. Like, I don't know. Like,
it looks interesting. Like, it sounds amazing on paper. What we saw in gameplay does look amazing in the fatalities. But I'm like, damn, I don't know how I'm gonna feel about certain things. And you got the OG looking characters coming back, and you got different versions and different variants of them. You know, bitter rivals for over damn near 20 years, damn near 30 years, it feels like.
Yeah.
You know, with Sub-Zero and Scorpion, now they're brothers. I mean, I don't know. It's a lot of stuff. They're definitely, like, I like it because it's creative, but I'm like, what are we gonna head to another? Remember Armageddon? Like, we all thought it was gonna be some epic thing, and then it ultimately ends up being Shao Kahn. I don't know. He actually ends up winning.
Maybe there's another like force of evil that is like, yo, you changed the timeline.
What?
I'm here
Onaga?
I'm here. It's like the Flash. Essentially, they have a Flash villain. It's like, whoa, you changed the timeline. Yo, we gotta fix things. You know, we can't have to. Like, I could see something like that to happen, and they create like another, like God being, or is that Chronica or something like that? I mean, something else.
They're very creative with it, but I'm saying, like, it'd be crazy. Like, remember Onaga, the dragon emperor? Remember, like, what if he came back and he was like a different version of him with his army?
Maybe.
So it's something weird.
I think they're trying to change fates and stuff. That's the whole gist of it.
Yeah.
But what else? Like, going back to it, like, and also I wanted to mention for 16, if I would play the new game plus in Final Fantasy mode, absolutely. Like I said, I will probably play it back to back, and maybe do even a third playthrough. Like, that's how much I've been enjoying that game thoroughly. So, like, you're probably gonna see, like, on my profile a lot of hours on the game. an obscene amount of hours on the game. But when it comes to the CPU 3 and all that, like it's crazy thinking about it that they go from 16 and then next year they go into the next expansion, which could be in Mercedia, or in 14, where they go into that area within 14, which will be dope to see as well. But like overall, though, it's gonna be interesting to see the future of how PlayStation does now in terms of what the pipeline's going after Spider-Man, right? Because they don't got really a huge pipeline now, right?
Don't really have
but
anything.
They got seven Rebirth, and Concord, and that's it. And you don't know much about it, right?
Yeah, Concord and that other game that they showed. It was Concord and the other Fair Games that they said next year.
Yeah,
I think they said next year for those two games. So yeah, those games are next year. What pissed me off a little bit though? Concord pissed me off just a tad, not the team or nothing like that. You know what pissed me off? I don't know if you remember. That shit said PS4 and PS5. Can we stop with the cross gen? Can we move on to PS5, please? That shit's annoying. But again, Concord and that game, yeah, that's next year. But yeah, what up, Danny? What up, Meds? But yeah, fucking Chris. Yeah, he says Mortal Kombat 1 is basically doing what X-Men Days of Future Past did.
Yes and no, right? Because well,
it kind of is.
I would have to watch Aftermath. I don't know exactly what exactly happened. All I know is what.
Oh, Liu Kane's fire god. Liu Kane, he becomes a god, and then he.
Well, no, that was the end of the 11th game, right? But then there was an expansion for Aftermath. And then the dude, I'm not a big Mortal Kombat guy. I played a couple of the games, but who was the guy that like sucks souls and stuff? Your soul is mine.
Shang Tsung.
Shang Tsung, right? Like he was like kills like Chronica and then gets like the thing to like control time, and then Liu Kang kills them to then control time to reset the universe or whatever the timelines and all that.
He thought he was doing things right, and now he obviously we might find out that he actually fucked things up a little too much here. Sean said Street Fighter released in June. Mortal Kombat is in September, or scheduled for September. Does that make you believe that Tekken 8 will release in December? You know,
no, dude, I don't think it will release in December.
That's a good
think
question,
so.
But I don't see it either. Yeah, that's not for December, not for a fighting game. That might actually drop next year.
It might be next year. Yeah, especially with a lot of games coming out that it's becoming overcrowded at this point,
definitely
right?
Is. This is definitely like the year of fighters, but shit, it's a little too crowded.
Like what's happening in September, right? You have Starfield.
Starfield, and you have.
I swear there was another.
Because what's the name is in October. I don't think it would drop in October because Spider-Man's October.
I'm trying to like see like there was like a list of games, but then in October super crowded, right? You have Forza, you have Alan Wake 2, you have Spider-Man 2. I think I'm missing like another one or two other games, and that's not including the COD Premium expansion being.
I might care about that,
which is going to be like $70, right?
Yeah, I might care about that. I will say that honestly, I think Alan Wake's making a big change. They're making a big mistake by having that game in that particular month. I think pushing that game back 1 month is smart. I think that's a tough month.
I'm gonna be honest, like Alan Wake.
Yeah.
I'm gonna feel so bad for Alan Wake because I think it's gonna get crushed in terms of sales. Like there's just way too many games. Oh yeah, Assassin's Creed's gonna be coming out that year.
Yep.
Well, Star Wars Outlaws I think is out in October. Like that's insane to kind of like think about because that means Alan Wake. I'm sorry, dude. Like I know people are excited, but that's gonna get crushed in terms of the amount of games that are coming out that year, that month, right?
Yeah.
So I feel so bad for it. And also, don't know why they chose Epic as a game publisher because now it doesn't have Steam. So now it's just purely on the Epic Game Store. It's never going to go to Steam, right? Digital only. It is what it is. I'm not like I'd rather have physical media as an option. But yeah, like Epic, I was shocked that they were like, yeah, we're not doing that, dude.
Yeah.
Digital only. So I was like, interesting.
I can see that too, Dragoon, and dropping in February. 2024 because of I don't know, like the way Harada does like handles Tekken is a little different from like the way you see Ed Boon handle Mortal Kombat. He likes to put things like in terms of the big announcements like that around his like fighting events. So like the Tekken World Tour, Evo, and stuff like that. Like that's why you've been getting mostly the character, like the roster. You've been getting these little vignettes for the roster of each character that's confirmed so far. I do think that that's probably something he's going to save for Tekken World Tour and then be like, yo, hey guys, thank you guys for playing Tekken 8. This is it. Now you guys can go and get pre-order and get ready for Tekken, or Tekken 8 because, Tekken 7 is done and we can now get into it. So I believe it. I could definitely see it.
Yeah, but this whole year, though, in general, has been a very good year for gaming, I think.
Surprisingly.
Well, for me, at least. I don't know. Some people will probably say last year was better, but this year, I think is a huge year for gaming. Yeah. I think all sides should be happy for what they're getting. So
Spider-Man alone, like I know you said you were going to disappear with Final Fantasy. Me, I'm gone when
Spider-Man. I'm going to definitely be playing Spider-Man too. Like you already know, I accidentally got 2 collector's editions, but I'm going to be selling that other one on eBay. So hopefully that gets sold pretty quick.
Yeah.
I didn't even mean to get 2. Like Sony's terrible website charged me twice.
Shout out to Evan, man. Evan hit 100K, man. He was 100K for
Oh, dude, he's probably over the moon.
Yeah,
like
shout out to him.
In terms of content creation for Spider-Man only, like content creators or Marvel video games, they're having the time of their life, and they're definitely going to get the viewership
because it's just a lot of stuff to unpack for what we saw in the gameplay. And it's sad, that people were so quick to try to say downgrades and throw dumb shit at the game. I'm like, bro, did you not realize what we got in this game?
Let's be honest. Like, I think social media has made
I agree.
a lot of people toxic,
stupid,
dumb, fanboyism. It's like you can't really enjoy any games without hey man, this is trash or this is trash. Like, listen, you could like legitimately dislike a game. Like I legitimately dislike Forspoken in Final Fantasy 15.
There you go.
And I'll say it, but I'm not gonna combatively just be like,
it sucks every week. I'm not gonna do that shit. I don't have time for that.
I'll say it maybe like once or twice and just call it a day. Close up shop, go to sleep like I got no care in the world.
You said you're gonna say it once or twice. That's shaky.
Listen, I learned, dog. We all grow. Hopefully, everyone grows on social media, but no one grows on social media. Let's be honest. I try to have high hopes for civilization, and civilization always proves me wrong time and time again.
Oh,
always. I'm just like, come on, guys. What are we doing here?
Oh, God, what's up, Rob? What's going on, brother? Hope you're doing well. This topic, I mean, granted, I didn't want to talk about it, but I mean, it's going down right now. I don't know, man. A lot of people are saying that the deal is looking pretty. I mean, they've been saying this for a while.
It depends what you mean, because I feel like this coverage is like, I don't know, dude.
The way
I'll be honest, like I'd be seeing like either because I'm not watching it, right? I think it's a waste of time. I don't have no real reasons to watch it, or go on Twitter Spaces to discuss said trial. Like, what does it do for me? It doesn't do anything, personally speaking. It's like, go FTC lawyer, go Microsoft lawyer, like championing everything. It's just dumb. Like, this whole thing is dumb. Like, overall, like, I think I wish people would stop being invested in stuff like this, because guess what? None of the companies are gonna pay you. None of the regulatory bodies are gonna pay you. Not like I just don't. I personally don't get it. Right.
I mean,
I personally never understand what the whole point is to pom over like these like deals and if it goes through or not go through. I was just like, at this point, say your piece, end it there. But it just fuels everything.
Yeah, no.
And if you think these companies don't care, like, they absolutely do care for you to talk about it, because it gets engagement and they want to use you, like people on the internet, as free marketing tools. And they don't have to do any like much work in terms of marketing, because you do it for them and they don't have to pay you.
Yeah.
You're just like, it's just like sheep. It's like, hey,
Did you
you wanna follow?
Yeah.
It's like, oh yes, I do want to
Did
follow. Come on, man. Of course. It just just make sure. Of course, they don't say it directly,
Well,
but they're kind of embolden them to further pom pom on social media and all that.
oh God. Let's go a little further here. So Jim Ryan. So it turns out there was some info that came out in regards to this whole situation. It turns out he said that he basically, this was a private message or something like that, but he said that
I think it's an email.
Yeah, it's an email. Basically said it wasn't about Microsoft's Activision. Like, it wasn't about the Xbox exclusives at all. It was actually a little bit bigger than that, apparently. He said it's not an exclusives play at all. That's what he said. He says they're thinking bigger than they have the cash to make moves like this. I spent a fair amount of time with both Phil Spencer, Bobby Kotick over the past day, and I'm pretty sure we will continue to see Call of Duty on PlayStation for many years to come. The surprise revelation comes or runs counter to... Oh, okay. So that's what he said. Okay. So it's never been about the exclusives. So what do you think this is about? I mean, obviously competition is needed, but I mean, Sony clearly didn't care about Call of Duty, or he didn't care about Call of Duty, but he made a big deal about how Call of Duty is important. Yikes. I'll just say it like this. This is business, obviously. He just wanted to...
Oh, yeah.
It's just business.
I mean,
he didn't
like I
wanna
said,
have it go
like what I said before, it's like I said, shareholders are going to say, hey, we want you to block the deal, of course. It benefits us if you guys, Jim Ryan, if you block the deal. So, of course, like, in his mind, doesn't believe it would do anything. So it's private emails, all that stuff. And, of course, in the public, has to say something completely different. All these corporations do this anytime a type of deal that goes through, and be it movie business, tech business, anything like that, right? So, not shocking that it was said. So, but like, everyone's like, surprised Pikachu's like, no crap. He definitely, like, these CEO heads always lie.
Oh yeah.
I did want to mention this. For East West, he says, it is an interesting from a legalistic perspective. You can't put blank statements that are dubious and disingenuous. Bro, I can guarantee you, most people that are covering this are not covering it from a legal perspective. Big Cloud, do you think a lot of people in the community are covering it from a legalistic perspective? Do you think so? Armchair lawyers are legalist perspectives, right? Armchair lawyers that probably came out of their job, that don't know anything about legal terms or how the court system works. Totally, man. Totally, these guys know what they're talking about. Totally, from a legalistic perspective, they know everything, dude.
Hey, man.
All these people absolutely are trying to learn that way.
I love it. I love the petty back and forth with the whole thing. I really, really do. But at the same time, I just want the shit to be over. The last time we had an update, dude's like, oh, this shit might be going to 2026. No! Just end it. Be done with it. I don't want to talk about this every single week. I don't want to talk about this. But again, some people are getting satisfaction out of it, so it is what it is. Oh, look what you did, Reddit. See what you did? I told you that was shaky. I told you that was shaky. You said Forspoken is bad. Shaky. You got somebody upset in the chat. Shaky.
Listen, like I said, if the person likes it, they like it. What do you want more from me? I'm not gonna go at them for it.
I'll speak for you. One man's trash is another one's
You do
treasure.
not have to speak for me,
I'll just say
guy.
one man's trash. I think that's what you're thinking. One man's trash is another's treasure. Me, I don't give a shit about Forspoken. It looks mid. It looked mid from the beginning, and it looks even more shit now with the gameplay. There, I said it live. But
all
again,
I gotta
that's
say,
my
guys, don't listen to Big Cloud. He doesn't speak for me. I speak for myself, and I'm not saying all that. Honestly, I just don't think you guys already know my point. We'll move on. We'll definitely move on. Oh, look what you did, bro. You cause chaos everywhere you go.
I didn't do shit.
I try to keep the peace, man.
I just said it was shaky.
Like sometimes I cause chaos, but rightfully so. Rightfully so. All right. But that, dude, you do it and it just like blows up everything, bro. Like everything just ensues. Like freaking like pigs are flying now. You got people going crazy on the streets because of what you say.
How can I have an opinion? You haven't played it.
Bro.
Oh, here we go. Are we doing this? Uh-oh.
Here we go.
Uh-oh.
You and Viva,
I know.
There's no reason to even say that. All I'll say is there are some things you'll know that you can tell.
Just from looking.
Just from looking, dog.
You know, this is my first rodeo. I played a lot of shitty games, played a lot of amazing games. I know a shitty one when I see it. I'd tell you right now.
But then there are points then, of course, that there are games that don't interest you, right?
There's that too. But
it is what it is.
We're definitely dragging this one. Let's just move along. Yeah. Before spoken trash. But anyway, so oh God, let's go. So what else is going on, brother? What's going on? Are you even invested in Starfield? You gonna buy it? You gonna try it out? Or are you gonna just try it on Game Pass? I'm curious.
No.
On PC, you're not gonna try it on PC first?
No,
it's gonna be in Game Pass. So I'm wondering if you're gonna try it out. Cause
I'm not.
Blaze brought it up. Everybody's bringing it up. Are we gonna stream it? I mean, I might try it. I might.
Hey man, you should. I think you should.
I might try it.
I think potentially you'll like it.
I mean, it should run better on my PC, hands down. But shit, I mean, fuck. I want a little bit more out of the damn game. But excuse me. Let's get these channel members, man. Shout out to the channel members. Hold on here. Let me see. Okay, one popped up here. Shit. 1 second.
Lobo, some days I truly wonder about you, bro. That's all I got to say about you.
Leave Lobo alone.
Leave Lobo alone? What?
Leave Lobo alone. You got problems. We already know this. He's got problems. We
Listen.
already know Lobo's got problems. Leave Lobo alone.
Oh, you're killing me.
Leave Lobo alone.
Lobo is definitely killing me.
Leave Lobo alone. Lost. Let me stop. I was going to say something fucked. Ice Cream Gaming. Shout out to her. I think she left, but shout out to her for being a member for 27 months. Much love to you. Shout out to my brother, the homie, Hustle and Motivate, a member for 16 months. And, of course, Lobo, a member for 9 months. I propose throwing Red Hood in the sub and let him implode in the. Come on, bro. Stop it. That's a little too early for that joke. Lord, this guy. Only Lobo. But then again, we can't take him no more. You can't take him anymore. But I don't know, man. You know, he said, you know what? No, I'm not even gonna say it because I already know you're gonna see some wild shit. You're gonna be like, I already know you two gonna go at it because I remember he's like,
dude,
Red Hood. What did he say? He said Red Hood, slap them thighs. Now,
why? Listen. We could get Alex on the.
He's talking about your live shit. He thought he wanted to shower you with gifts. I'm like, bro.
Listen, we can make a compromise.
He wants you to show a little leg.
We can get a compromise. We could get Alex on RGT.
We already had Alex on RGT, but that's not the problem.
Potentially happen, right?
That's not the point.
Potentially, it could happen, and Lobo could be sastified that way.
Oh,
but I will
man.
never do it. I just won't. Personally speaking,
you're going to show a little leg for Lobo. Stupid. Let me give this a Street Fighter thing here, bro. So, I was watching some funny shit. I mean, obviously, low tier God's known for this, but man, he got his stuff back for Twitch. Happy for him, but he was sitting going, it's the worst thing ever because the whole, I think it's the modern controllers versus the what's it called? What's the new control? I forgot what it's called. Classic versus
and modern.
Yeah, classic and modern. He was sitting going, basically people just spam and they're just jumping. I ain't gonna lie. When he was talking like that, he kind of sounded like you with Big Mike. He had me laughing for a second because I was like, damn.
What about? Wait.
Because,
what exactly? Wait, who said it?
Low tier guy. He said this.
But
you sounded very similar to him when you're going against Big Mike, and I was like, oh damn. This is too funny because on some real, the guy who was going against low tier guy literally was just spamming shit. But shit that usually takes you know, it's
a couple more,
more moves, more button
improv,
presses.
yeah.
He was doing it in like super fast.
Succession.
So
yeah.
I was sitting there going, yo, he might be on something right now because he's about to be a Red Hood and Big Mike. But I'm over laughing at it.
Dude, did you hear the story though?
What?
When it comes to Big Mike?
What did he say now?
Finally, he showed up to fight, right? We did the 3 classic
oh no
fights, right? I want to see what you think. We did 4 matches, 3 classic fights. What do you think happened?
Oh boy, Big Mike got bodied. Is that what happened?
Yeah, 3 consecutive fights on him playing classic. He lost all 3 times.
I mean, that's Big Mike for you. Big Mike will.
All right.
That's Big Mike.
Then I
for
played
you,
him
bro.
on modern. What do you think happened?
He won.
Nope.
Damn.
I
Where's
beat
Big
him.
Mike? Oh man, put F's in the chat for Big Mike. Oh Lord, not
Dude,
like
Big
this.
Mike didn't stand a chance, dude. Is what it is.
Damn, Big Mike, say it ain't so.
But you know what's crazy is like he didn't even like record these videos of me
He
beating
didn't.
him.
He didn't record that.
He didn't.
Oh, that's
He
Big
didn't
Mike
do
for
it,
you.
dog.
That's definitely Big Mike for you.
He's like, wait, what? You wanted me to record? I was like, dude, didn't we talk about this earlier?
yeah, that's Big Mike for you. He's quick to record you losing. He's not quick to record.
Yeah, and then
you.
post it on Twitter
He's
and
quick.
celebrate it. I beat
He's
him,
quick.
guys.
All
But
the
he was
time.
playing classic and I was playing modern.
That's Big
But
Mike.
shout
for you.
out to Big Mike though. The man actually finally pulled through, and we fought.
Yeah.
But never ever have that man as a cheerleading person because it makes you do worse. It makes you do worse, man. So shout out to him.
Big Mike, man. Big Mike, how the mighty have fallen. Oh, you poor soul. Anyway, I mean, that's how he was with Tekken too, by the way. I don't know if you remember Tekken 7, he would always go, Big Cloud, and then Struggle, which I love Struggle because Struggle a little hype man, but Struggle would like stalk my shit. He'd be like, oh, Big Cloud, where you at? I'm like, bro, it's 5 o'clock in the fucking morning. I don't care. You alive, you breathe to play I'm like, dog, I'm not playing Tekken
Bro.
at 5 in the morning.
5
So
in the morning.
He does
dude.
it all the time. Well, I finally played. He's
I
like,
don't know how people like stay up that late. Like,
well, he was doing a 24/7 stream.
oh hell no, dude.
Like not 24, a 24-hour stream. I'm sorry, and he did that shit, and I was like, bro, I'm
No,
not,
dude.
I'm not
24-hour streams insane to do, dude.
Oh my
Absolutely
God. He was
not.
up at 5 in the morning. He pulled up. I'm like, bro, are you high? He was like, no, motherfucker, I want to play some Tekken. I was like, oh God. So that was funny. That was
24-hour stream is insane to me.
Hey, shout out to Struggle, man. You're a different kind of breed, bro, when it comes to streaming, man. I can't.
Well, he definitely is a different breed.
I can't, bro. I can't. I can't stream 24 hours. I think the longest stream I've ever done on this channel was when I literally played The Order 1886 from start to finish.
Like 6-hour stream,
Yeah,
probably.
it
right?
was like a 6, almost 7-hour stream I did on this channel. That was the longest stream I've ever done. And
longest stream, actually for me, might have been 9 or 10 hours. But I can't do it, dude. Like,
yeah.
it's just like the issue with I don't know how people do it because you got to be constantly engaging with viewers.
Yeah.
And being entertaining for that long. Like I think even 8 hours is pushing it.
Yeah.
Like,
It's tough.
definitely pushing it.
It takes, you're just, more energy is exerted because you're trying to, you try to talk, you're trying to do this, you're doing that, you're monitoring
And then
this.
you're too focused on the game, and then you're like, oh wait, there's the chat.
Yeah.
And like people think it's easy. It definitely is not
That's
easy
not
streaming.
It's more pressure on you anyway when you're streaming.
But sometimes you just don't enjoy the game as well. On top of it, especially if it's a game that you're like highly anticipating, and then you're just like trying to talk to chat and be entertaining, and then you're playing it, and then it's like your attention's like being divided. And I can't do that, dude. Like it becomes hard. But like I said, I did it with 16, but people probably were like, yo,
boy.
this guy's streaming way too long, bro.
Oh Lord, don't even start with Redfall. That was a chore to play for one. Number two,
Hey,
the
man,
chat
the
made it
stream-
even more worse because they're like, bro,
the
what are we looking at? I'm
listen,
like, I don't even fucking know what I'm looking
The streams were hilarious though
They
because
were.
you're just cracking jokes about the game.
at.
And you're just making fun of it
'cause
the whole time.
I'm trying to find a positive in this game because you remember I'm on record on this very show when I said, yo, listen, I'm more interested in Redfall than I am for Spoken. Remember I said that, and I was like, that because the reason why I said I was more interested in this is because I actually enjoyed Deathloop. You remember that Deathloop by Platinum.
Mhm.
So I'm thinking these guys can deliver. I jump into this. I'm like, bro, there's just there's so many questions I have. Like, if you really want to listen on some real shit, like I love vampires, I love werewolves, I love that lore. I don't know if y'all remember John Carpenter's Vampires. Iman, what up, my brother? Good to see you. But y'all remember that movie? You seen that movie? John Carpenter's Vampires got James Woods in it.
I've heard about it. I've never watched it.
I gotta stream that for you, and you would understand why I'm obsessed with this fucking movie, because this movie is the perfect catalyst for a perfect fucking game. It would make sense. I would have loved for that fucking game to legit just take that inspiration and boom, you would have had a badass fucking game. I'm telling you, bro. That whole concept was fire. Everything about it made sense. That shit I would have been hyped for. But it didn't have that. It really didn't have no direction, to be honest. And I'm like, I don't know. It's just so much. So I don't fucking know, bro. I lost so many fucking brain cells playing that. Especially with the part when I was shooting at the damn vampire and he's like phasing in the rock. I was like, yo, what is he doing? Like, what is he doing? Does he not see me? Then the game disconnected me when I'm not in a party. I'm just playing single player. So I don't know. A lot of stuff wrong with that game. Hopefully they never, ever, ever go through that route again. Hopefully. But if they ever do want to make a true vampire game, or Sony, you know, somebody watching at Sony, please make a vampire game based off of John Carpenter's Vampires. Just take the concept. I guarantee you'll sell units. It's that
John
badass.
Carpenter's having a video game.
I know he is, but I'm saying.
I know Cage is hyped for that though. Like
Cage is hyped for everything mid. Let me stop. Because she was hyped for that Leatherface game. I know, shaky, but she was hyped for Leatherface, and I think Jack played it. Leatherface actually looked cool, but it's just too. I don't know. Feels more of the same, if you think about it, with Friday the 13th, and just a little bit more condensed. But I like it. I like what they were trying to do with that. Where's Pumpkinhead? You know, where's the damn Chucky games? I don't know. Where's the? You scratch your head like, what's Pumpkinhead? You ain't even seen Pumpkinhead, have you? You don't know what that is, do you?
No, I have not.
Damn, he don't know what Pumpkinhead is.
I've not seen it, bro.
Damn. See,
bro,
I feel
you gotta
old.
realize,
I gotta stream that too. I gotta get you up to date, man.
You and I are a different age.
I know.
Age range, my guy.
I know. The sad he doesn't know what
I'm
Pumpkinhead
still
is.
considered a.
Do you know what the
lad.
leprechaun is, at least?
Yes.
Okay, thank God.
I've heard of it, but I've never watched it.
Okay, thank God.
I've seen the poster and stuff like that.
I'm saying, get Warwick Davis. Let's get the damn leprechaun in the game. I'm saying, like, I would love to play shit like that. Fuck, like, instead of Golem, why'd I have the leprechaun? You play as the leprechaun, you killing everybody. Magic.
Golem. Let's not talk about that, bro.
We're never gonna talk about that. People were hyping that shit up. People were actually hyped that game up. They thought that shit was gonna be fire. I remember some people was in my DMs on PlayStation asking me, was I gonna get this? Not you. Not you. I'm saying some people.
It ain't me. Man, you talking Big Mike, bro? Better not be Big Mike.
Big Mike probably was hyped for that. He's like, you shall not pass. He probably was hyped for that shit.
These games are just a travesty to Lord of the Rings, bro. I'm a huge Lord of the Rings
Corbin, what up, bro?
But, dude, they're just, like, messing up Lord of the Rings, honestly, in terms of video games. Current, like, modern-day video games for Lord of the Rings are just garbage.
Subject.
They're terrible. They're ruining the legacy of Lord of the Rings. And there's no respect. Like, none whatsoever. And it's insane to, like, see them continue to do that and say, hey, man, let's continue to make more garbage Lord of the Rings games. And I'm like, bro, what are we doing here? Like, granted, I didn't love the story or cared for it in Shadow of Mordor or War. But at least it was a solid game, you know?
Y'all making me feel old. You never heard of Pumpkinhead? Oh, my fucking God. Come on, bro.
Come on.
Come
Dude,
on,
listen.
Bro. What?
We're in different, like, age ranges, bro. The chat could be in their 20s like me.
Let me hit you with this one real quick, because I already know y'all heard about this. Y'all heard of Hellraiser, yes?
I think people have heard of it, but I wouldn't be shocked if people didn't watch it. So we got some Zoomers here. Got some millennials here.
Nah, Lord.
Come on, man.
Oh, Lord. Why is YouTube so trash? I would stream it. I would stream both these movies. I would stream both. But anyway. Okay. You heard of Hellraiser. Okay. You heard of Leprechaun. You don't ever heard of goddamn. Exactly. They heard of Pinhead, but they haven't heard of Pumpkinhead. I don't get this shit. I don't get it. I can't win. I haven't heard of Pumpkinhead. Shit. They heard the damn. Well, actually, no. Nobody cares about that. I was about to bring up that dumb shit. Like, people are like, oh, I heard of Jigsaw. Yeah, you heard of Jigsaw. Cool.
Yeah.
You heard of Leatherface?
Probably watched Jigsaw.
Yeah, Freddy Krueger, Jason. Everybody knows these characters. But damn, Pumpkinhead is just like, fuck you. That's crazy. That just scared the hell out of me when I was young, too. It was pretty lit. Anyway. Sidetrack there. I don't know. Is there anything else you want to talk about, Reddit? I mean, shit.
I know Embracers bought the rights for Lord of the Rings for like $200 or almost $300 million, and it seems like it's like everything.
The game or
like
the
movies, like movies, games, like. But dude, I don't know anymore because I've seen like other deals that were just like that. Some people had rights here, some people I don't even know anymore, man. Token the state don't even know themselves. They should be selling these rights anywhere.
So basically, you just told me Lord of the Rings just died.
Well, Embracer
is dead, bro. Ain't nobody gonna work
listen,
with Embracer.
All I gotta say is Embracer. I don't think it's gonna make quality game. Like I know, like people were like, "Oh, dude, Embracer's gonna make amazing games. It's gonna be quality games," but they haven't really put. Like I guess you could say the only solid one was Dead Island 2, right? The only one that did all right. But other than that, Destroy All Humans remakes. I think they.
I don't even count that because it's the same game. Just
I don't
redone.
even think that game did.
It didn't do
I don't think
well,
it
but it
sold
was
that
good.
well.
It was cool. Like,
right?
I have it. I actually have that. It was cool.
But and then the other games they put out haven't really sold well. Then they had Saints Row that freaking bombed. So it's like, like, and then they're like buying all these IPs. Like Crystal Dynamics is gonna have that Tomb Raider. More leaks are coming about that, which the Colin leak, right, is looking like it's more and more true.
Hey, Corbin said, "Do you know what a VHS tape is?"
Oh, I actually own those. Like I had the Pokemon movies on VHS.
Imagine having a kid.
The Mewtwo.
Imagine having a kid.
I'm gonna show it to my. I'll be like, hey, here it is. This is the Pokemon episodes on the tape. We got the Pokemon movies here. I'm gonna say. I'm gonna educate you, and you're gonna watch some quality shows.
Do you remember the gimmick Nintendo had with that shit though at the time, or what they had with Pokemon with the VHS tapes at the time?
Mm-hmm.
Like, remember it was like the Lugia, Lugia movie where it was
coin?
blue. It was blue, but the tape was blue or some shit like that. They had like that gimmick. The tapes were like different colors to match the Pokemon. Like, it was so stupid. But
dude, Nintendo had that back in the day. It was Game Boy Advance, I think, or something like that. That they had the cartridges of like Pokemon episodes and Yu-Gi-Oh episodes, and you watch it on your Game Boy. So you're like watching all the Yu-Gi-Oh episodes. I think it wasn't a lot of episodes though, and SpongeBob was on it too. Like those were the days. I remember that.
We had the OG.
And I was watching that stuff.
We had the OG Power Rangers back in the day on tapes. Fucking.
But no, like people gotta remember like cartridges for Game Boy, like watching like shows was like so dope back then. Like I said, Yu-Gi-Oh. I think I had the one where Yugi was dueling Joey, and they both had like the what do you call it? They had the arm brace thing, but they were in the city, and then they were like chained up, and they were like, forced to fight each other.
Yeah, it was like an anchor.
Yeah, the anchor episode, and they were like forced to fight each other.
Yeah.
And I thought that was insane because they had to like save the other people or something like that. Right?
Like, and if one quits, immediately the fucking chain will drop and the other one will fall in the water. Yeah. So it's like, you have to.
That was crazy.
It was cool. They took higher risk in that season, and then season 3 it kind of felt like.
I don't even remember season 3. That was like
season 2 was that. Season 3 was the virtual world, and then season 4 was the end of basically what season 2 was alluding to. You know, with the Battle City finals, because they went to the virtual world with season 3 and then 4. And then after that,
something with the
Legend
Pharaohs,
Dragon. It's like the Legendary Dragons or something like that, or. And then season 5 was the ending season for it, but it was lit back then. Damn, TV shows were lit back then. That's crazy. I'm pretty sure you don't even know what Mummies Alive are, do you?
No.
Gargoyles.
Yes,
Okay, he knows the gargoyles are okay. Thank God.
I do know that.
But he doesn't know the mummies a lot.
Nope.
Mighty
I'm
Ducks.
trying to like.
Mighty Ducks.
Yes, I know Mighty Ducks.
I'm not talking about the movie. I'm not talking about the realistic movie. I'm talking about the cartoon, the animated series.
We saw it at
Okay. They got you.
like if I recall, at the time, like there was like an after school thing that I was a part of, that our bus would take us, and they would have like video game systems and everything like that, and
Okay.
they'll show movies like Pirates of the Caribbean,
Yes,
and
sir.
all this stuff like shows. It was crazy, and then we had like tournaments there too. It was pretty dope.
I never really
To say
appreciated
the least.
Pirates of the Caribbean. I actually watched one of them. I just took a chance.
The first three are pretty good, if I
Yeah,
recall.
I watched one in particular just to give it a chance. I was like, damn, I can see why Jack Black is, or not Jack Black, I said Jack Black, fucking what's his name? Ah, what's his fucking name? Who plays Jack Sparrow?
Johnny Depp.
Johnny Depp. Fucking Johnny Depp is so loved in this role because he's so fucking quick-witted with the character. It's hilarious. But the one I watched, the first one I ever watched was Stranger Tides.
Mm-hmm.
You ever seen that one with the mermaids and
Yeah.
Blackbeard? I ain't gonna lie, the cinematography, pretty damn lit. It sucks though. They gotta reboot everything because they don't want to have Johnny Depp be a part of everything, which is bullshit. And that's why I will not be supporting any of those. And that's probably why those movies will eventually flop, which they deserve to flop.
I think they canceled the was it all female or female cast or female led Pirates of the Caribbean movie. It was supposed to be with Margot Robbie, and then they canceled it. I
Oh
think.
boy, I figured that was gonna happen. It probably would have worked if Johnny was still attached to the projects because they would do like a spinoff.
No, I think this was because after he got
Yeah.
fired, and then they were like, let's get Margot Robbie.
Mm-hmm.
So
I believe it. I absolutely believe it. They cut that off for that particular reason. Jesus Christ. Oh, did you see Secret Invasion before we start wrapping stuff up?
absolutely not.
You didn't see it?
Nope.
I said
You know what's
I
crazy
actually
is
watched
like
it.
I heard no hype for this show at all, as well as I don't see anybody on Twitter that I know that like talk about like shows a lot. No one really mentioned that show at all, and I don't think it's been trending either on like Twitter or anything like that.
I mean, I could spoil. If you want me to spoil it first, you don't care.
Why are you gonna spoil it for people that actually haven't watched or are
put it in
planning
the
to
chat.
watch
I'll
it?
put it in chat. Guys, put a 1 in the
Oh
chat
my
if you don't want me to spoil this. Just put a 1 in the chat. You don't.
Let's be honest. The only reason you're watching it is because Amelia Clark's in the show. Let's be honest.
Hey, this has nothing to do with Danny. Stop it.
Dude, it absolutely
Has
is.
nothing to
And
do
you know
with
what's
Danny.
funny?
Has
You
nothing
got
to
the
do with
no
Danny.
video thing going on right now, and no one can see your facial expression after I said that. Of course, you're probably like cheesing up, and you're like, I absolutely watching it because of her. Look at this. Look at this. You can do the middle finger all you want, but deep
Has
down,
nothing to do-
you're just
has
watching
nothing
it
to do-
because Amelia Clark. Let's be honest.
Listen,
Look at that
I know
little
you
smirk
followed.
there.
I know you followed Danny
Uh-huh.
like her. I forgot his name, but the dude who got the fucking shit on his wrist. I know you followed her like that all day while watching.
I
it.
don't.
Yeah, you did.
I
You watched it way
don't.
before
No.
me. You knew everything out there. You were
I
so hyped to
watched
watch
it, dude.
You
I
were so
even
hyped to
watched it.
experience.
No,
Yeah.
I watched it right when season 6 was happening. And I was like watching it like that.
Well,
So no, I wasn't watching it consistently.
Actually, no. Believe it or not, though, her character is off
Mm.
in season 1 or episode 1. It felt kind of off. People said free 3. I don't care.
But yeah, I think right now no one's caring about these Marvel shows though. Like
It's
it
showing.
seems like interest
showing.
has been dying for Marvel.
It's showing. Because I think a lot of them want out anyway because here, actually I'll just type it here for you in here. And you let me know what you think about that. All right, and here it is. 3, 2, 1. There's your spoiler. Do you care?
Oh wow.
Do you care?
Wasn't she in like Falcon and Winter Soldier?
She was in
right?
all of them. She was like the main.
Yeah, but they try to make her like a not so good person after like the ending of Falcon and Winter Soldier.
I know.
Like she's like the bad person now or something.
It's stupid.
That's what I remember because she. I'm trying to remember if that no. I'm thinking about somebody completely different. Never mind. I know who you're talking about now.
Yeah, it's the site. The site.
She's been in it since Avengers like 1, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I was thinking about the girl that was in Winter Soldier, as well as Civil War, and Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Oh,
that's what I was
her.
thinking about.
No, not her. But they did that, and when it happened, like, you had people making some reaction. You know, I do those forced reactions, like, oh, no. I'm like, I'm so unfazed by the shit. At the end of the episode, I'm like, so that just pretty much confirms to me that pretty much everybody wants to fuck out. That confirms it to me.
Also,
together,
like,
everybody wants out.
To be fair, like, her character had like no real relevancy throughout any of these movies. Like, she had no character development. If we're being honest with that character you're talking about.
Yep.
So it's like you need to care. It's like
it's hard to care. It's hard to care on a character that they just don't give the range. You know what I mean? They don't give a shit about in general. So if you don't care, what makes you think I'm gonna care about it? You know what I mean? So there was that happened, and then it's like, okay, and then you fast forward to Endgame. That's why I just believe a lot of people say no, it's not over. It's just starting. I'm like, bro, should have ended with Endgame. just cut your shit and go for it. But no, they wanted to do the multiverses and all this stuff. And, you got some people still on board, and you got others who just want to be a part of it. For some TV shows, this shit works for, like The Walking Dead, for example. Walking Dead still got relevance to an extent, but this, I don't know. I'm not invested. Like, look at Blade, for example. Blade is not dropping anytime soon, bro.
Oh, yeah. Especially, I think they haven't started shooting, right?
Yeah.
And is the script not even done yet? Because they've been like rebooting that script so many times.
Rebooted it. I'm surprised they just didn't get Steven Dorff to come through just to shit all over it so they could just start all over again. Because Steven Dorff, he's definitely speaking from where I'm speaking from. It's like, bro, PG-13. The original script said that this is going to be him or whatever, or his son or some shit. Then they scrapped that. It's going to be him as Blade, and then it's going to be like him passing it to another female character. Scrap that. Now we're back to what? What are you going to do? Are you going to tell the same story as the Reapers?
I don't know.
Because here's the funny thing. If they
knows.
did do that, if they were to do the Reapers, guess what? They won't be able to show you the grotesque nature of the Reapers. You know what I'm saying? With their jaws opened up, like, they won't be able to show you that. So again, what are you going to tell with Blade? Like I said, end it. Get rid of it.
Yeah.
Nobody cares. Wonder Woman's done. That's why she went back to Fast and Furious. Oh, shit. Spoilers. Nobody cares, though.
It's going to be interesting, right? Because Warner Brothers Discovery is looking to sell their stuff. Or like for 500 mil or something like that.
Yep.
And they didn't specify exactly what, like some like
it's
properties.
Not gaming related. It's not gaming related. It's just like properties
I don't
in general.
I personally don't think it's going to be DC stuff.
Yeah,
but I do think they're going to license their DC like they kind of are doing with Batman, that animated show. I think it's going to Netflix, right? Or is it Amazon? It might be Amazon. But they're going to be licensing out their shows that they make. And it's not even going to be on their own platform, which is insane.
Yep.
My thing is, at this point, they're kind of going the route with Sony, but Sony did the smart strategic play of they didn't create a service for their movies and TV shows. They just, like The Boys, licensed it out to Amazon, and that was it. But now, Warner Brothers Discovery have a platform, and they're just like, oh, no, we're not going to put it on our platform. We're just going to give it to somebody else.
Yeah.
I'm just like, whatever, man. I don't know. I don't know what's happening.
Jesus be with you. That's all I got to say, especially after Black Adam. I might ask for that damn movie. Jesus Christ.
Well, their movies aren't doing well.
No.
I think the Batman 2 definitely...
The Flash is not even
I think the
well.
Batman 2 will do well. I think that movie's going to do well. Other than that, James Gunn's DC, we'll see, though. Blue Beetle, I don't think is going to do well that well either.
Maybe, the Batman 2. When is that dropping? 2024?
Well, I don't know now because of the writer's strike thing.
Yeah, so that might be further back, so, whatever. But the Batman 2, and then you have the Joker 2. Those are the only two films I can see that do really well for DC. Everything else, like the fact that The Rock thought that he was going to restart.
What do you think?
DC.
Blue Beetle. Gonna do well or no?
I mean, it's Marvel, but there's the.
No, it's not Marvel. It's DC.
That's DC.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was Marvel.
Nope.
Oh well, that shit gonna flop. That shit gonna flop, bro. All you see is all you see is Miguel from Cobra Kai with powers. It's gonna flop.
I'm gonna. The true test is whether or not James Gunn's Superman movie is gonna do well.
No.
That's the true test.
That shit ain't gonna do
because that's his first movie, right, for his cinematic universe.
That shit ain't gonna do well, bro.
Right. If that doesn't do well, the Superman movie, but let's theoretically say the Batman movie does better numbers, like crazy numbers. What happens then?
Easy. You scrap all these other characters. Hey, you just stick with Batman and the shit that actually
Robert
does
Pattinson
well.
and Matt Reeves Batman, and just say, hey, bro, you know what, Matt Reeves? We did say it's Elseworld, but you know, you could do your own universe.
Yeah,
and then he's like, maybe he was betting on that. You know, Matt Reeves was like, I'm just gonna make my own universe for Batman, and then if they screw up so much, they'll come to me, and I got so much bargaining power.
Yeah, you got
that
one
could be
person.
A possibility.
You got one person that's taking risks, and I questioned those risks early on when it was in the prototype stage. You know, when we seen the behind the scenes, we had one person taking risks with using realism, you know, real cars and shit. And you got another one that's just going this, I don't even want to say comedic route, just this silly route. Doesn't make sense. It's half-assed, you know. I'm with the Robert Pattinson push all the way. I'm surprised all their characters are not that serious. I'm surprised.
I don't know.
Not even Superman. Superman's not even that serious. Like, bro, you have Black Adam. Okay, guess what? You know what I would have done? I would have seen if we can get Henry Cavill, and we do this the right way. Instead of him being a goody two shoes, guess what? This is the true sequel to Man of Steel, and you make this motherfucker evil, or you throw a curveball. He's been captured or some shit, and somebody else is impersonating him. Do some wild shit. I don't know. But no, we can't have nice things. We can't have nice things. And it sucks because Michael Shannon came back and plays Zod, and this dude is the epitome of Zod.
He didn't have that much screen time, actually. Like, a lot of people don't realize he didn't have that much.
Yeah, but hey, we got the lovely Farrah come back too. That was another good surprise.
She also didn't have that much screen time, but she was in it
so
for a little bit.
So yeah, I love seeing those two return. Mm-hmm. But it sucks that they return in such a mid film at this point. That sucks.
All I will say, like, the CGI is really
Keaton.
bad in that movie.
Yeah, Michael Keaton
really
was bad. I would say Michael Keaton is probably the best part about it, easily, hands down. Shout out to Michael Keaton, he still got it. And he like 60.
Something like that, maybe older.
Yeah, like 60 plus years old, and this man.
It might be 70, man.
If he's set, oh no, I mean, is he 70?
He might be 70. Let's look at it up. 71, bro.
71 years old. Holy shit! This man's putting Batfleck to shame. Damn. That says a lot, people in the chat. That says a lot. A 71-year-old guy is putting Batfleck to shame. Wow. The OG. He still got it. I love that dude, man. He just brings so much attention to every role. Even with a character that me and you laugh at all the time in Spider-Man, because like, who the fuck wrote this guy? Then when we see him in the MCU, we're like, damn, he's a badass. Remember Vulture? He made Vulture a badass too. So Michael Keaton's is brilliant. So there is that. But you know, the movie overall, I mean, shit. I'm hearing that it's bombing. Everybody is legit ripping the damn movie to shreds, and then it had a secret. It had a certain thing at the end which made me want to punch the screen because that is arguably the worst person to ever play a badass character. And you know, he's known for fucking Batman.
Bro, what?
Fucking, I don't even want to say it.
Oh my gosh, dude!
I don't want to say it. I don't even want to say it.
Bro, I just saw the chat, and I'm just like, dog, what?
What happened?
This person's watching the stream really late, but they were like, We don't want a PC. This is turning into a PC show. It's like
somebody late to this show.
Like, my thing is, I didn't even say people are required to get a PC. Like,
you didn't, but this is someone with selective.
That's the thing. That's like, dude, I find more benefits of having a PC, right? Like, I feel like anyone could correct me that I was like wrong or something like that, right? But like, I didn't force that on anybody. Like, of course, like, it's crazy because like some people say,
"Yep,
I'm a huge PC guy, or I'm a huge PlayStation guy, or I'm a huge Xbox guy." But at the end of the day, like I said, PC is my main platform.
What you just saw was called selective hearing. He
and I was like, dude, I can understand people like the convenient factor, but probably better optimization.
I've already explained this shit multiple times, Reddit. You're just beating a dead horse. Like he gets it, but he's having selective hearing.
But all I gotta say for the chat, like, do you guys think that I was going hard? Like I was like trying to indoctrinate everybody, like, dude, you better come to the PC platform, guys. You better come. If you don't, you're a fanboy. You're like, no, that's so dumb.
I'll do it right here.
No, you're definitely.
You want me to put the poll? You want me to put the poll? Is Redhead trying to convert you? Let's do it.
Oh boy, am I forcing people into the platform?
What? The chat heard. The people who were here heard you, so they know that you.
Was I trying to convert people? Was I like going like, yo, you better join. If not, it's game over for you.
Gamers. Oh God, this is so funny. One second. And it is out. Let's ask the community. Boom. 3, 2, boom. Let's see. Go ahead. Let them know. Let them hear it. Let's see. Go ahead. There's the so even if you try,
see, at least Benjamin said, even if you tried, your indoctrination will fall on deaf ears with me. It's like, he knew I wasn't even trying. What? Red Hood is trying? Yes?
Oh, no. Let's see it.
What?
Holy shit. What do you got? 6? I mean, it's only 6 volts. It's only 6 volts. Oh, my.
How? All right, you guys voting this. Explain to me.
Oh, Lord. Here we go.
Explain to me how I was trying to indoctrinate.
How
was I trying to get you? Like, was I forcing you?
You know what it is? It's because you said PC. You mentioned PC once, and you said Forspoken was mid. Remember, I told you that's shaky. So
I guess, dude. I guess that was the issue. There it was, the freaking tipping point.
Yeah, Forspoken. It was a tipping point.
I know, Dave. I know.
Oh, God.
They definitely are. There's no shot. Dude, imagine if they were serious, though. I would be like, yo. I'll be like, bro, what's happening, guys? What are we doing here?
Thanos said expose. So, bro, stupid.
Expose. You're a PC cultist. You're trying to get us, man. You're trying to get us.
The cultist came out. Oh, man, that's funny.
You elitist. But hey, man, you guys, listen. Man, I love the chat though. I love the chat.
That's
no
funny.
Disrespect.
That's funny. That's a rare funny. I'm sorry. That's funny.
VidCon thought the other way. He
I
was
actually
like,
thought it was going to be one sided route. They're like, no, he did. Like, okay. Okay.
If they were serious though, you guys are not gonna like Alex or anybody that comes on the show because they are way, way worse than me, man. Oh, Cage especially is worse than me.
Oh yeah, oh boy, Cage, bro, you should see my DMs when Cage came. Oh boy, that dude said she looked like Gerald from How High. Oh god, fucking guy, it's weird. Shout out to Cage.
Oh man.
Oh my god.
Shout out to everybody though.
Yeah, it was fun. It was fun. Definitely.
He's looking at the most.
I'm looking at the phone like, yeah, it was fun.
It's just increasing, dude. It's like,
let me just say Red Hood to further destruction. I'm just gonna end it right there.
Dude, it's so angry. Yo, I'm dead.
Oh, there you go.
I
Red
guess
Hood.
so, man.
You try to convert these young PlayStation gamers to your pathetic, disgusting,
Yeah,
deceitful,
it just didn't work, damn it.
Deceitful,
I didn't like have them, sell their PS5s for PC.
You heard me, Red Hood? Your deceitful, expensive PC, side is so disgusting. Blech. Nobody wants your emulators.
I'm ashamed, dog.
Nobody. We
I'm
don't want your emulators. We don't want that
I'm about to grab my
stuff.
PC and just go cry in a corner.
Yeah, throw it out the window. We
done.
don't want your emulators. We don't want that crap. We don't need that crap. We need good proper games. That's what we need. We don't need your stuff. Man.
All I gotta say, guys, just realize.
You know what we need? Low-key.
I have the better experience in all your games.
You know what we need? Low-key.
I'm just kidding.
If y'all seen Evil Dead Rise, you know what I'm talking about. You know that scene with the door? I don't know if Reddit saw it. You saw Evil Dead Rise?
Yeah. What's up?
We need a meme of your face on that, this demonic looking at the camera and be like, come to PC now.
Oh man!
I'd be like Nightmare
what's
Fuel
crazy? Pablo comes
for every
in here.
PlayStation fan.
You know what? No. We're gonna go in here crazy. Pablo comes in here, says I'm down tremendous. I guarantee you, he's the one who voted and said Red Hood is definitely trying to convert people into PC gaming from PlayStation to PC. He absolutely is. And all I gotta say, Pablo, is this: I got exposed images of you, good sir.
Come to PC now, like a good pony. And we can be a good, happy family. That's gonna be you at the door.
It's just big clap. Look at this.
What's up?
Look at this. This is Pablo here. Don't even show it on stream. Don't even show it on stream.
Hold up. Look at my iPad.
I had to make sure. Look at those messages.
Oh God, it's so tiny on my screen. Hold on.
He's looking. He's like, all right, man, I'm gonna have to get the glasses out. Gotta read these messages.
Well, it's in 4K. You're on my 4K display, so everything's small. I gotta. Shit. Got my camera. Gotta go to my iPad here.
He's like, let me zoom in. He's like,
I gotta go
and then look at. And then look at.
I'm not getting any
video.
younger. I gotta go to the iPad. 1 second.
Oh my! He's like, listen.
I'm not getting any younger.
I need glasses. Reading glasses.
Well, I got contacts, but yeah, you're not far off. Okay, let's see.
And it says Pablo the Third.
Oh,
right?
Pablo, you dirty birdie.
And then the second image, just to click on his account, right? Playing Shadow Warrior 2, and then you could see right there his face on the right corner.
Let me read some of these.
Don't read it, yo.
He said, "Combat is fire." I ain't
Don't
gonna
even go to the explicit one.
I'm not gonna read that one because that was a little too crazy for TV. We ain't doing that.
He said a lot, dude. He said there's a lot.
It's dope. Can't wait.
Yo. You know it's Pablo, dog. The way he's talking, dude. He talks like that all the time.
Oh my God, this dude, man. I wanted to show you so bad, but I ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna do it, Pablo.
Dude, get demonetized.
Music's already got here. Holy shit. Damn, he said you at least okay, moving on. Oh my God, Pablo.
There's no alt account, bro.
That's
unless you're saying it's an alt account for yourself, then sure, because you had a video of yourself, my guy.
I'm gonna say, I'm looking at you. I don't know. This you? That you?
Yeah.
That you?
Yo.
That sure look
Pablo's
like you.
like, wait a minute, dog. That's
sure
my
look?
twin. That's my twin.
That sure look like you. Oh, let me make it even bigger. That you?
Yeah.
That's you?
Pablo's like, dude, it's not dog. It's not me, bro. It's my twin. I had a secret twin this whole time.
Oh, God. Oh man, I don't think I have your. You know, where's that thing? I had the thing. Really, go ahead him with that rest in peace. You know you want to do it because he's done.
Nah.
Go ahead, hit him with it. Go ahead and hit him with it. He deserved it. He deserved it.
I already said it to him in
he
the
deserved
DM.
it.
I said it. And then you know what? He had crying emojis and stuff like that, sobbing emojis when I was talking to him about it. And he's like, dude, I'm gonna tell everybody it wasn't me, dog. It was a fake account. I was like, what about this video, dog, of you talking?
It's not you. Bubba said it's not you. Oh man. Shame.
Shame. Shame.
Shame.
Shame.
He got to go on the Game of Thrones episode. Shame. Shame with a bell and everything.
Shame.
It's over for you. Pablo.
Shame, Pablo. Shame. Anyway. You want to close it out, brother? Want to close it?
Yeah.
All right, for sure. Yeah, I want to do this show because I don't want to go 4 damn weeks without a show. Or some kind of content for you guys because I'm going to be gone for 2. Well, actually, might not be 2 weeks. I don't know. It might be, or it might be a week. I don't know, but we'll see. But yeah, we're gonna go. Got like what 20 something, like 27 days before I go on vacation. So yeah, we'll get stuff rolling. I guess get some stuff on here. At least I'll try.
Yo,
oh
he really said
my
50.
God. Well, you go ahead and read that, Reddit. Go ahead.
I don't even think we're allowed to read that.
I think you can read that for the people. It's a $50
I'm definitely
super chat.
not. I'm definitely not reading that because that's definitely not something we should be saying.
I mean, compared to what I just saw, in these DMs, this is light work.
All I will say, Pablo, is this. All I will say to this, Pablo, is this. We all know you already have the game. You got it on a PS5 with your account. And that's all I got to say. And no, I do not. But I will have BitCloud happily accept your money and tell you your favorite catchphrase, rest in peace, Pablo. And thank you for your money.
Oh, God, this guy.
You're definitely taking it. I'm not taking it, but BitCloud's taking it. Maybe I'll have some few words and also take part of that super chat.
You want part of the super chat? Is that what you want?
Listen,
you want part
all
of
I gotta say.
Do you want part of the super chat? He wants part of the super chat. All right, put another 50. No, I'm stop. Fun. Shout out to my brother Pablo III with the $50 super chat. So you wish Yoshi P was in your mouth, Red Hood.
But
420.
we also have this, and no, I don't. But like I said, Pablo does want all that stuff. He had more explicit things of what he wants with Yoshi P.
Oh, I seen him.
I don't want that.
I see him.
But but seriously, in all love, dude, Pablo's a homie.
Of course.
Everyone, just respect Pablo for the $50, right?
Salute.
At the end of the day, it's all fun and games, right? But no, we appreciate Pablo and that donation, and I'm getting a cut from that. Anyways.
Yes, but are you gonna apologize to people for trying to convert them to PC?
Oh yeah, totally. I'm absolutely going to apologize for trying to convert people from PlayStation to PC. I'm gonna tell everybody about this. Like, listen, I did a disservice to the PlayStation community. I was wrong, and I don't apologize for anything that I've said in this podcast because it's true.
Oh man. Oh, he stands by what he said for spoken. Shaky. Nah, let me stop.
No, but I'm serious. No, we all always respect everybody coming through. We love you guys. And shout out to you guys.
He said PC gaming's closed.
PC gaming is closed. They are right.
Oh, God. Y'all stupid. Shout out to everybody, man. I appreciate everybody came through. Much love. I see y'all. Thank y'all. Everybody for coming through. See you guys later, man. Y'all be blessed. Y'all be easy. It was fun. It was definitely fun. Funny. We're not even counting this as an RGT episode. We're just throwing this out here. This is just content for you guys. Talk about some stuff. That's why it's not titled RGT. So I appreciate everybody who came up, even without the RGT joining there. You know what I'm saying? So I see, people who come through. Much love. We appreciate it. Everybody watching this on the VOD, we will see you guys there. But until then, y'all be good. Red Hood, my brother. You already know. Appreciate you. We're going to go chill, actually play some games, and relax, man. See, I'll be good. Holla. Much love, Pablo. Peace.